I think we've moved along here to July the 8th. July the 8th, 2021. Who would have ever believed we lived a long time? Amen to that one. And I think I'll paint my hair red. Well, when I look like fire coming out the top of my head. From overactivity, burning fire of desire of the brain impulses. Been listening to some interesting things, you know. Some old guy come on there last night talking about meeting with 1%ers. Yep, he's going to meet with these 1% fellas, and they're going to invest $1 trillion in his space program. $1 trillion because he has a nuclear program that he's going to power spacecraft, and he's going to go to Mars, and he's going to the moon, and he was he's all kinds of things, and he's doing it for everybody now. Though he's not doing it for himself. What's that guy's name? Well, anyway, he knows a bunch of 1%ers, and they're all wanting to invest in him $1 billion. But he's not doing it for himself. He's doing it for you, my fellow Americans, and me. Lyndon B. Johnson used to come on during the 60s and talk to America. And President Johnson was big on my fellow Americans. You know, that's kind of died by the wayside. I don't think I've heard anybody say that in a long time since I was a kid. I remember when Johnson took over for Kennedy. You know, I was what was I, 9 years old, 10 maybe. Yeah, and we were all worried about all kinds of things back then. This turtle that used to come on these videos, or they weren't videos back then, with these film. Yeah, film. The word film is used loosely and wrong most of the time these days. There really is no film to speak of, I don't think. Maybe for movie film, but you know, but not football players running around talking. We're gonna look at film. Wish they would get that right. Video. Well, anyway, so we watched these little movies about this turtle and his shell, you know, and we're about, if you hear a blast, what do? You tuck and cover. Yeah. Find a place you can away from windows. Like a freaking nuclear blast is going to tuck and cover, is going to do anything. Get under your desk, you know. Scaring the freaking pants off of a bunch of elementary school kids, you know. I wonder whose bright idea that was. I don't know. Well, as you can see, it didn't really taint me for life, but it definitely had a lasting impact upon me that I'll be talking about that some odd 57 years later. What do you do when you got to go through about 8 of these little things here, and you need to turn the page, but you don't want to break the rhythm? I guess you could edit the video, or you could say, wait a minute, I need to turn the page, and then pretend like nothing happened. And down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Hit that too many times. Yeah. So, you know, Jimmy's been living on sponge cake while I've been trying to learn how the words, learn how to play the song and try to slow down and not speed up. Yeah, you're living on sponge cake down there. Watching a tourist bake. All covered in oil. I wonder about that. So you got a guy that's no doubt an alcoholic with women trouble. Don't want to admit it at first, but ends up that way because he's living on sponge cake, which, I don't know, I guess you could soak it in rum and enjoy it a little bit more, I guess. Yeah. He's sitting on his front porch swing, you know. We've been watching all those tourists covered in oil. Watching tourists covered in oil. Anyway, how'd it go? It goes like, living on sponge cake, watching the tourists bake, all covered in oil. Yeah, they're all covered in oil. And, and my voice is not too good. But anyway, sitting on my front porch swing, strumming my 6-string, which I got that backwards, searching for my lost shaker and salt. I guess that sugar could be that Mexican cutie that's further down the line there. And he said, wasting away in Margaritaville. You've been here all season. You don't know the reason. You don't have a thing to show for it, except for this tattoo. You know, I knew the words the other day. I quit listening to it and started trying to play it, and now I forgot all the words. I guess that's a pure sign of I didn't know the words in the first place. So I'll have to listen to it again and see if I can't adapt my voice to the guitar. But this thing, when I listen to the Jimmy Buffett sing it, I don't hear a lot in there. I hear some trumpet music and some other stuff. Maybe I need to learn how to play trumpet. Oh, maybe so. I don't know. Wonder how long it'd take to learn how to play the trumpet. See, I think that's the offset to the trumpet music. Yeah. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, Well, I didn't get the words right, but there you go. that's the introductory, that's the verse, and that's the chorus. You know, and it goes through that about four times. You know, because Jimmy's too busy about blowing his flip flop, stepped on a pop top, had to cruise on home. But he wasn't too worried about that because, he had the booze in the blender soon to render that frozen concoction that helped him hang on. So he's always wasting away down there in Margaritaville. He spends the whole season down there and he don't even know why. No reason for spending the whole season there. But he has this tattoo, but don't worry, it's a Mexican cutie. And how he got there, he doesn't have a clue. So he keeps on searching for that lost shaker and salt. And it just goes on and on. In the beginning, he said, no, a lot of people, will say that there's a woman to blame. But he says, no, it's nobody's fault. By the time you get about halfway through the song, he said, well, some people say there's a woman to blame. And he goes, well, it might be my fault. And when it gets to the end, and he's crying in his tequila and margarita, and that frozen concoction that he thinks soon going to render, that thing that helps him surrender, not really, but to hang on, he done said, I know it's my damn fault. And you know what? That really boils down to most things in life when you really get down to it and think about it. And you got a problem? Probably your fault. No probably about it. I would say it's always your fault. If you think it's your fault, or even have an inclination to think about it's your fault, it's your fault. Now, you're going to have people come along and say, oh, it's okay. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. Oh, it'll be okay. It's like, yeah, it was. It's your fault. You let the ground ball go right between your legs. You threw the ball 15 feet above the first baseman. You walked 4 straight batters. You struck out with the bases loaded. You see, all of those things will rest on the responsibility of the player, and the player in life, it's this sort of a game, You get chances and you get, opportunities to be the hero, or you can sure be the GOAT. And so go ahead and embrace it. It's okay. You might as well get it over with. It's your fault. And you just damn well better get used to occasionally. It's your fault. That's it. So when it's your fault, step up there, look it straight in the eye and say, it's my dang fault, and we'll fix that and move on to the next situation, because there's a other situation coming right in behind that one. So he could have left out 2/3 of that song. But back to the song thing, I kind of think I'm getting better at it. I'm enjoying the learning process, and I think it's helping me to deal with other things in other than music. It's helping me have some humility about me and my life, and that's good. Still on the keto diet, and we got some of the challenge packages back again, so those are good. About to go in and have one now, and get my day kicked off and be happy and thankful for it. So my prayer is always for family, 15 grandchildren, and there's not one of them that's too ugly. Nope, none of them are too ugly. So that's a blessing. Some people have unfortunate looking children, and what do you tell them? God bless them. I'm sure they'll grow out of it. No, you just look at them and go, damn, happened. Sometimes, though, see there, I got off and I'm praying here and start talking about other people's ugly children. God forgive me. I don't know why I'm wired up that way. He just wired me up crooked. I mean, I got, maybe he didn't do that. Might have had a meltdown and crossed-wired some situations in there, but anyway. Kind of funny, isn't it? Well, he made me that way. He knows me, and he gives me a little prod every now and then, like he just then did, to tell me to get back on course here. I'm supposed to be teaching grandchildren about humility and prayer, not making fun of ugly children. That's not politically correct. You'll lose an election that way. Well, Lord, thank you for the day. Thank you for all 15 beautiful children that we've had, Janice and I, our lovely grandchildren, as we approach our 46th wedding anniversary here in a few days. 46 years of total blissful happiness. Yes, it was a cakewalk every day. It was a wonderful 46 years. Never a problem arose. We walked right on through them. Yep, the sun came up for 46 years, not a cloud in the sky. Not one. The rain only came when we wanted it to, as it watched our flowers grow and watered our grass. Everything happened for a reason, because we spent a full season of 46 years. Her and I. Yes, we have. Not a bad day, not one. All full of love, compassion, and pure holiness. Now, that was a bunch of crap, and you know it. But the 46 years are absolutely true. And we started out thinking that if it didn't work, we'd just get a divorce. Truth is, I think we really were meant to be with each other. And I'm very thankful for her. Very thankful for her tenacity and her pure goodness. She's an extremely good woman. Extremely good. It's not often you can find a good person in this world that's good all the time, most of the time, whatever. But she really is. I mean, she has a few moments here and there. She's a little picky about her kitchen and her appliances, and her dogs, and any of her loved ones. But I do love her. And I thank God for her. And I ask Him to bless her, to strengthen her, to help her in every way that He can. Help her in the ways that I can. And thank you for 46 years of friendship, 46 years of confrontation, 46 years of love, 46 years of trying to figure out the other person, 46 years of school. What it amounts to. People quit these days, you know. For all those that are thinking about quitting and giving up, maybe you ought to rethink that. Yep, rethink it. Amen. Now I always come back and add a P.S. And that P.S. is for the people that don't like me and I've done wrong. For those people, I pray God's blessing be showered down upon you. May He fill up your coffers to overflowing. May He be the sunshine of your day. May you always feel blessings from God. And may those blessings overcome any feelings of negativity you may have toward anyone else. May you not have your blessings blocked by that. Yeah. Amen. Mama, I didn't forget about you. I love you. I haven't forgot about Zane Grey either. I need to go to the bookstore today and see if I can't find some Zane Grey books and see what I can do about putting you back on the literary trail. Happy trails into the old west Yesteryear is just a book away. Just one more book away, and we'll find you some Westerns to read. Western, happy trails, huh? That sounds sad, oh so sad. Ooh, got a little drama going on. May we continue on. And as the fickle finger of destiny would say, here we go. Until next time. Until next time. All right, I turned it on with a little mighty remote.